Welcome to the overview of the DockMaster Inventory Parts Management module. We will review the following workflow in this video: looking up details on an inventoried part, reviewing the low stock report, entering a purchase order, and receiving inventory. To start up, under the Inventory Management module, open up Inventory Maintenance. Here's where you can look up and review the details for any part in inventory. Right now, we've searched for topside paint and noticed that we have a quantity on hand equal to 0. We've also tracked safety stock levels for this part, in addition to recommended purchase and minimum order amounts. I can look up individual parts like this to review what their quantity on hand reports as, or optionally, I can run the low stock report to pull a listing of all parts defined as being low or out of stock. This report uses the safety stock value on each part to identify when it's determined to be low stock. It will take the safety stock level compared to the on-hand quantity, and if on-hand is reported at less than the safety stock, the part will show as having a low stock value. On this report, I can see that my topside paint, the safety stock is listed at 2, but we have 0 units on hand. With this information, I can now create a purchase order for the item under the Purchasing in the Inventory Management section of DockMaster. I can create a new purchase order and select Kellogg Marine for my vendor. The system fills in the purchase order date automatically with today's date. I set the ship via to specify the ship method for this order, and then can specify the part or parts that I want to include on the order in the parts grid below. In this case, I'm going to order 6 quarts, which was the recommended purchase amount listed on my part, of this particular paint. The cost that I have on file for this part from Kellogg Marine shows here, along with the calculated extended cost for 6 quarts of this paint. When the parts arrive, I'll come back into DockMaster and go into Inventory Receiving to receive them into my inventory. This form will prompt me for my vendor number, a receiver number, which is typically something like the bill of lading number or a date. The receiver date will automatically fill in with today's date. I can then right-click to see a list of POs for this vendor and add them to the PO number list, which will display all of the parts ordered on the PO for me to receive. The details of the PO will automatically populate in receiving for me, and I can modify them as needed should I need to under or over receive. In this case, I ordered 6 quarts, but only 4 were delivered, so I'm going to under receive this item. I can adjust the cost of these items, and optionally, I can update the cost and price of the items in my inventory from this screen. Once I've saved the receiving information, I can print out labels for pricing these items, print a report of the receiving activity, post the item to my inventory, and print any barcode labels for the items. If this item happened to be on a back order or on a special order, DockMaster will alert me so that I can process those orders as necessary. This concludes our brief overview of the high-level inventory management functions in DockMaster. For more details on inventory and other DockMaster functions, please visit DockMaster.com.